Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and I have all kinds of fun things on my desk today, and we're going to make some bookmarks for my little books here that I've made, and I hope you will tune in and join along and create some of your own. So this is what I have done. These are just plain sketchbooks. They have really nice thick paper, so they would, I believe, take mixed media if you wanted to do like an art journal with them. The signatures are sewn in, really high quality, and they have like a craft cover, hard cover. And I have taken, in celebration of my 1,000th subscriber, thank you guys, I appreciate it. I have taken, one of the first things that I did when I started making YouTube videos was the Marguerite Miller Collage Weekly Challenge. And I have taken 3 of those collages that I made during all those weeks of challenges. I actually think I did it 2 years, so I have quite a few collages. And I have used those on the cover of these books. There are 3 of them. And you can see each of them will have a number on it because I numbered my weeks. So this one was week 15. And I took the original collage and I mounted it on the cover of these little sketchbooks. And then I have made a bookmark to go inside of the book that kind of fits over the page. And the bookmark is what we're going to make today for the other 2 books. So I wanted to turn on the camera and bring you guys along for that process. And then at the end, I have a surprise for those of you who are watching where you can win something. So hang around to the end and you'll find out what that is. And in the meantime, we're going to make the bookmarks for the other 2 little sketchbooks. So this is this one. It's got kind of a more masculine theme. It's got the trucks and the little guys on the motorbikes here. And then the bookmark has this little guy that looks like he's dressed to be on a little motorbike. So that's that one. And then we have this one, which is more fall themed. And it has this cute little girl. And this is from a vintage advertisement card for thread, if I remember correctly. And I just fussy cut around her and put some little fabric where her dress is and did a little bow on her hair, because I believe one of the prompts for the collage was fabric. So I did that. And this one also has a number. It's 44. So that's the front, and this is the back of that one. So we need to make a bookmark for that one. And then this one is my little Hershey Fairy. She's one of my favorite collages that I did, and you can see she's week 42. And in this one, we had to use a candy wrapper, and so her wings are made out of a little Hershey's chocolate wrapper, gold. And it has gold butterflies, and I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it has gold splatters and black splatters. So that's the front of that one. She's standing on little mushrooms. And then the back of that one looks like this. So we need to make a bookmark for this one too. So I have all the pieces cut out already. So we're going to assemble those and get those ready to put in the books. And then all 3 of these books will be available in my Etsy store on Sunday, the 17th. So I want to be sure and save the date because I'm filming this ahead of time. And I don't want to say Sunday and then, you know, have the wrong day. So it is the 17th. These will be available. Okay. So for the first one, I have this piece cut out. And the backs of these guys, the stuff I'm putting on the back, is actually an original page from my little German autograph book, or I'll show it to you so you'll see. It's this little book that I got from the flea market when I was in Germany, where, you know, you would give the book to somebody and they would sign it, you know, and write a little something to you. And the handwriting is gorgeous, and the paper is gorgeous, and it is all very early. For example, this one is 1914, and this is the original. It is not a photocopy. So that's going on the back side of these cards, all 3 of them. The one I already made has it as well. I'll have to trim that one a little bit. And then on the front side, I've just taken something that coordinates with the book. For example, this is the cutoff piece where I cut that piece to size. So I'm going to trim this edge off here. And it's a little bit wider, so I'm going to trim so that it's more even. It's still a little long. Do I have the right? Let me make sure I have the right one before I cut this, because I thought I had them. Okay, that's what it was. I have my 2 pieces. No, that one's still wider. Nope, I think I had it right. Now I've got myself all confused. Not that it matters. I think they're both, yeah, they're both a little wide, so it doesn't really matter which one I pick. Okay. So I'm just going to get that lined up. And it doesn't have to be perfect because they're going, you know, it fits over the page anyway. But okay. All right, so I'm going to ink that. How is everybody? I hope everybody is having a good weekend. I'm filming this on Saturday, so we have a big football game tonight. It's not until 7, So I have plenty of time to get all my journaling done and get something in the crock pot for dinner. Because, you know, that's about the cooking, my extent of cooking during the weekend when I'm crafting and football watching is something thrown in the crock pot. But it works. Don't need more than that. I'll be glad when it gets cooler and I can throw a big pot of chili in there. We're gourmet chefs around here. You know, you throw it in the crock pot or you throw it in the air fryer. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, when I was trying to decide what to do in celebration of my going over 1,000 finally after all this time. And I was thinking back to what, you know, I started out doing and how I came to junk journaling and all that kind of stuff. And it was really purely by accident that I even discovered junk journaling, because I had been painting furniture with my sister, and you all, if you've been with me for a while, you may have heard this story already, but she has some health issues, and so has been disabled for a while, but she can still do stuff, but she has fibromyalgia and she's had her knee replaced, and so holding a full-time job, you know, on her feet, which is what she did because she was an esthetician, was hard on her, so she had to, you know, quit doing that. And so kind of to bring in some money from her and to keep me occupied, we painted furniture. We went around to estate sales or garage sales or whatever and got these helpless pieces of furniture, and we would, you know, bring them home and repaint them and, you know, refurbish them and sell them. Well, we also did small items, especially during the holidays, and we would, one of the things that we did was we made book stacks. You know, we would take old books and we would paint them and decorate them, stencil them, that kind of thing. So that you could, you know, they were shelf setters, so you could set them on your shelf and, you know, decorate your shelves or tables or, you know, whatever you wanted to. And, so we have probably our most successful book stack was at Halloween. We always did several, Edgar Allan Poe stacks. And, at Christmas, you know, we did some that, you know, had Christmas themes, Christmas colors, and Christmas themes, and I did not get those holes even a little bit even, so I am going to turn that off and try again. But the point is, I was looking one day for ideas for decorating book stacks and came across something, you know, in my search on junk journals. And so I started looking into it, and I was like, oh, you know, that looks like a lot of fun. And, you know, I love working with paper. I had been working with paper for a long time as well. And so I decided that I might like to do that. And I had a lot of scrapbook paper from some other projects that I had been doing. And so I kind of started out making just tags and ephemera pieces and things like that, and put them in my Etsy shop that I already had from the previous, you know, small things. And I decided that I loved it. And the first journal that I made was, there was a woman in a Facebook group that I was in for junk journaling that was looking for someone to make her a custom journal for her birthday. She was going to Sherwood Forest. She was in the UK. She was going to Sherwood Forest. And she wanted a Robin Hood journal to get her friends to sign for her birthday. And I believe at the time she was turning 40. And so she wanted something to kind of commemorate, you know, turning 40. And she wanted a journal. So I kept watching, you know, for people to respond, and nobody, you know, really responded to her request. And so I sent her a message, and I said, you know, I said, I'm new to this, but I would love to make your journal. And, you know, I'll be glad to send you pictures along the way to make sure I'm doing, you know, what you want and whatever. And so she was like, well, yes, you know, I would like for you to make me one. And so that was the first journal that I made, and it was so much fun. So after then I was really addicted, and so that is how I got started doing this. It was purely accidental, really. And I love it. I mean, it takes, you know, everything that I like and kind of combines it all into one thing. And yeah, so I couldn't be happier with what I'm doing. So I have talked through that whole thing, but basically what I did is I just took the two pieces that I had cut and put them back to back. And then I took this little owl tag and punched 2 holes in it and the 2 cards and put the 2 grommets in there and, you know, close those with my crocodile. And so that gives us our little front and back piece to go over the page. And then I rounded all the corners. Okay. Now I'm going to do a little decoration on the bottom down here. And I've just got some little ephemera pieces. And these little mushroom cutouts and this little cutout are from 49 and Market. And I'm just going to kind of put that down there at the bottom just to add a little bit of extra embellishment. Just get that glued down. Okay, and then I'm going to take a piece of baker's twine and put in those holes at the top. Let's do this one. And these spools that I have my baker's twine on are an estate so fine. I love them. I have tons of them, and some of them I have that I use for decorative pieces and they don't have anything on them, and then some of them have my string and stuff on them, and my yarn and laces, and I have one that has a snippet roll on it. I do have a video on that if you want to see that. I'll grab it here in a minute, show it to you, if I can get this through here. There we go. The one good thing about getting glue all over your fingers is if you take your sticky fingers and you kind of twist the end of the baker's twine, it goes through better. I'm just going to tie a little square knot. And then I'm going to get a bulb pin. And I'm going to hang this little acorn on there. And just kind of poke it through my twine. Ta-da! So this one, like I said, it matches that, and it will fit like that, right over the top of the page. Okay, so that's 2. So let's do our last one here. My Hershey Fairy. Okay. Get my stuff over here. Again, same thing. I've got the paper from the autograph book. I trim it on this side because the part of the date, I didn't get the whole date on this one, but it's 1917. I remember looking through the book, it's early 1900s to about 1923 or 24 in that book. Okay, and trim that off. Okay, now we'll ink around those. And as you can see, guys, these are super easy. I mean, you just need some scrapbook paper or some cardstock. You do want something a little thicker than just regular paper. This I mounted on manila folder, and this was a digital, and so it is mounted on manila folder as well. Now, if you were using like a heavier scrapbook paper, like the Tim Holtz background that I used on that first one, the one with the cars and the truck and the bicycles, then you wouldn't have to back it with the file folder or, you know, cardstock. It would be heavy enough. But if you use, you know, the thinner, like just copy paper weight, or even the thinner scrapbook paper, you probably want to back it so you get a little bit of sturdiness going on. Okay, again, we're gonna mark the holes, and I'm gonna try to do better this time, getting them straight up and down. But you see, even though I didn't the last time, it was a pretty easy fix. I just cut off the top hole and did it again. And I, of course, am using the smallest hole on the crocodile. And it very easily cuts through both of the cards at the same time without any problems. Sorry, I know I'm off camera, but I gotta get where I can see my hole marks. Okay. Just put our little hole out there. And then on this one, my little charm is gold. So I'm gonna put some gold ones in there. Oh, I need to ink my tag. Okay. Gonna line that up. Give them the squish. Okay. And for this one, I think I'm going to use the brown. I hope. It's a little bit sturdier, and so it won't fray as bad, I don't think. Trying to get it through there. Okay, and then like I said, I have a little fairy to go on there. And a ball pen. We'll use a gold one, since we have the gold on the cover and everything else is gold. You can make journals out of these books too. I made one recently. All you have to do is go to the center, and I found this worked well. So, you know, don't take it as a tutorial or anything like that, but I thought it worked really well for me. Is I went to the center where the signature was sewed together, and I started pulling out pages from the center until I felt like I had enough pages out that I could add pockets in the journal, you know, pockets and tags and things like that in the journal, and it wouldn't be too bulky. And I don't remember exactly how many pages I removed, but that's really going to depend on what kind of ephemera and things that you're going to put in there. And it ended up working really well. I didn't have any problems with it whatsoever. So, you know, if you have someone, the person that I was making that journal for was a real journaler. They actually wrote in their journals. They weren't like an art journaler or you know, collage journaler or anything like that. They were an actual writer, but they wanted a journal, you know, that had something besides just blank pages. And so I did, actually, it was a journal that was themed around her sorority. She's a college student. And so yeah, I just took enough pages out that I could put some pockets in there and, you know, some sorority colors and tags and things like that in there, and it worked out great. So if you're looking for, you know, kind of a version of an altered book, that's a good solution. Because I've done altered books before, and a couple actually, and I never have been totally satisfied with the outcome of them. I think they're a lot of hassle for what they are, and you know, I would rather take a book like this and alter it for sure. But let me show you what I'm talking about. here without getting this dirty. I don't want to get it dirty. But these do have, and I won't be able to find one now that these signatures do have center pages like any other journal. Okay. Find one here. Can't find one at the moment, but you know what I mean. You can see where the stitches are in the center of the signature. Maybe right there. I can't really tell. No, right here. So see the stitches? And this particular one has 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And so what I did is I went to each of the signatures and I probably took out, I mean, the signature is about that big right there. So I probably took out, you know, 4 or 5 sheets in each of the signatures throughout the book. And it kept this tight enough that it didn't loosen the binding any at all. And then I was able to go in with some of the other blank pages. Another tip is if you want to add, you know, a full page of a digital or something like that, print your digitals on newsprint, because you can add newsprint to one of these pages and it still be real flexible. It wouldn't be like thick like cardstock, and so it makes it still real nice and flexible. Plus it gives it a really cool look when it's on newsprint. You can use book pages to decorate. I mean, this paper's pretty sturdy. It handles water well, because I did some splattering in her journal. I did stenciling on some of the pages. I did rubber stamping. So all those things worked well, and they did not bleed through. So they're good. They're pretty good quality books. And I got these on Amazon, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. All right, so here is our last little card, and you'll notice on this one, instead of embellishing this side, the print side, I embellished the side that had the writing. And the reason I did that is I wanted to use this little faux flower and leaf, and I felt like that was going to be too much with this digital. And so the digital is beautiful on its own, and so I instead, you know, kind of frou-frued up this side. Okay, so that will fit up there and over the page. And there we go. We have all 3 of our books with our bookmarks. And like I said, I'll be listing those on Sunday the 17th in my shop. So if you're interested, go and check that out. And now I'm going to have to move that up a little bit. And now for the giveaway. I have been working on fall tags. This is one of them. You can see they're very multi-layered. They're made out of a manila folder, and they have digitals everywhere. And they have a pop-top little tab on them, thanks to my husband's Red Bull addiction. I have a ton of those. And so this is my giveaway for my 1000th subscriber celebration. You will get a pair of these. Whoops. You'll get one like this and one to be made in the future later today. I have all the stuff ready, but it will have the same similar aesthetic as this one. It will be fall inspired, and it will have all the layers and that kind of thing. Colors may vary a little. Of course, the butterfly, I see this is one of the other butterflies I have ready. So, it will vary a little bit. But it will be for a pair. So, if you want to be entered into the contest, you need to subscribe to my channel. You need to like today's video, and you need to leave a comment and let me know if you like the idea of the collages on the blank books. Okay? So 3 things. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave me a comment of whether you like this idea or not. Alright? And the reason that I ask for a comment is to make sure that I'm not getting, you know, garbage on my channel, bots, and all those advertising kind of things. So if I ask a direct question and you answer it, I know that you're really watching, rather than just, you know, some computer somewhere that's putting something through some kind of biorhythm, whatever, and sending me a comment, a random comment. So I'm going to leave this open, the comments open, until next Saturday. On Sunday, I will do the little spinning thing for the winner. Okay? That gives everybody a week to have a chance to watch the video, and also to have time to comment and all that kind of stuff. So, thank you guys. I do appreciate it so much. And it is a pleasure to get on here and chat with you guys and hear, you know, read your comments about the things that I make. And thank you so much for your support. And hopefully, when I get through with my next 8 days of work, and retire, and I can do this on a daily basis, we can continue to grow together and explore all kinds of possibilities in the world of junk journaling. Until then, everybody have a great week, and I will see you guys back on Tuesday for Color Combo. Bye.